All right. Thank you. I can see the screen now. Monica, thank you for that. All right, guys. Um, I would have to take the presentation as much as I can. He left because of the presentation itself. So I'll do the presentation as much as I can and to the best of my abilities. And then if there are questions, I would ask you for questions. I'll refer to them and they'll get back to you. Okay, so basically this is an opportunity to work in Poland. Yes, an opportunity to work in Poland. And the presentation is from the Visa Experts. And Visa Experts is a company that is based in Dubai, run by Polish people. Please go to slide 2. We'll take it very quickly. Go to slide 2. So the company has 5 years of experience in Poland, and as a registered company, they have 5 years experience as a registered company, and they are established in Poland. And their goal is to help provide professional help and guidance to all who dream of a new life in Europe. Basically, that's their plan for people. Go to the next slide, please. I'll just go through it. So what are their values? What are their values? Trust, unity, integrity, and empathy. So they take seriously the issues of personal data protection and trust we place in us by directing the process into our hands. Unity, they work as a team of information, and they work as one team. Information, experiences, and expectation always flow smoothly inside our company and to applicants. Integrity, honesty, and trust are the basis of our daily work with applicants. Our assumption is transparency, and clear rules of cooperation. For empathy, we are all humans. Nobody is worse, nobody is better. Be a man to a man is our mantra inside the company and in relation to our clients. Next slide, please. Thank you. So how do they operate? One is that they give you an employment. This Polish company is the one employing. They have the contract to employ for DHL and sorry for that break in transmission. Thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, they give you accommodation, they give you transportation to work and back, and they have full insurance for all their employees. Next slide, please. Okay, now this particular job opportunity is for blue collar jobs. Scroll down a little bit so I can read out the different opportunities for green collar jobs: manufacturing, cleaning, education, gastronomy, food processing, warehousing. These are green collar jobs, right? So basically, blue collar jobs, sorry. These are blue collar jobs, not white collar jobs. So if you want to teach, Poland is looking for people to teach in English, you can teach. If you're a factory worker, you can work there. You can work in warehouses like DHL warehouses. You can also be a caregiver if you want to be a caregiver. There are different opportunities or different kinds of jobs you can work at. You can be a baker, welder, mason, carpenter, truck driver, construction worker, plumber, bus driver, machine operator, kitchen helper, bartender, caregiver, an English teacher. There are many jobs like that, and these are all blue-collar jobs that they offer in Poland. And the good thing is that if you feel that you don't see your job services here, you can still get any of these jobs, get to Poland, and look for a job that fits your CV. Yes, because you must not work here. The good thing about this visa and work permit is that it's tied to your name, not the company. So you can easily change jobs without having issues in Poland, and you can visit other European countries and see how you can fix yourself. Next slide, please. Now, the Polish labor market offers comprehensive employment for fair remuneration, which attracts more and more employees from different cultures. This country is also attractive not only from the financial point of view. It has 4 seasons, charming landscapes, mountain, lakes, and the sea make your rest after work pleasant. And they also provide you Polish language course for free. Later, you'll find out why you need to learn Polish, but where you're working, they speak in English. But if you want to get a permanent residency, you should be able to speak Polish. If not, you can still use your work permit and your temporary residency. So let's go to the next slide. Now, the Polish economy, it's a massive economy with a huge unemployment rate in the world, just 5%. Are you getting me? So it's a huge economy with a huge opportunity. Next slide. Immigration, are you getting me? So Poles are friendly towards immigration. They respect the culture and the religion of foreigners and expect the same. So Poland became a country of immigration in less than 10 years. In previous years, Poland was the #1 country in the EU in terms of the number of resident permit issues to third-country countries, ahead of all European net immigration companies in this respect. So Poland welcomes migrants. They are nice people. They are friendly people. So next slide. So there's social insurance. When you work in Poland, you have your paid sick leave, you have the annual leave, and you're entitled to 20 to 26 days of paid leave. Are you getting me? And thanks to the social insurance, you're entitled to an allowance of 80% of the base salary. Like there are different programs. There's a 500+ program and the 300+ program. You also have so much freedom. You can easily submit applications and manage your account at ZOS via an intuitive mobile. That's what it's about. It's talking about the social insurance package. You have a good social insurance package. You also see that your children can have free education up to university. Next slide. You will see that in the next slide. Free education in Poland for your children at European level, at all levels, from primary to kindergarten to high school to university, right? Once you get there, you can have access to all this in Poland. Next slide. Retirement. They also plan for you at retirement. Pension in Poland are granted to every employee, regardless of your earnings and the amount of contributions. The retirement age for men is 65 years and for women is 60 years. And the government is planning to shorten the retirement age. Now, they pay you between 2,200 to 3,200 of the Polish currency monthly as a retiree. To do the math, the Polish currency, I think it's $3 0.3 to 1 Polish currency, as in dollars. That's the conversion, yes? 0.3 to 1 to 1. So that should give you about, if you divide, that's about $800 to $1,000 monthly as a pension. If you calculate that value there, it's about $800 to $1,000 monthly as pension. Next, citizenship. Foreigners staying on the territory of Poland for at least 3 years, meeting the criteria such as having a place of residence, permanent employment, may apply for Polish citizens for themselves and their children. And guess what? The company, this visa company, can help you and assist you in the process. Actually, if you remain in Poland for 3 months after entering and working with this company, they would process your temporary residency for you just 3 months into Poland. You get me? After which you can now begin the process of processing your permanent residency. And you can renew all these things. It's not very expensive to renew your residency till you stay and can apply for citizenship. I think he says about $20, $25 for annual renewal. Next slide, please. All right, next slide. Poland loves you. Poland is a member of the European Union. So with this work permit and 1-year visa, in the world. The first last slide, please. Or scroll down. You can scroll down this one. Yeah. Scroll down. Okay, next slide. All right. So we are a Polish group of companies with 100% Polish capital. It's important to know that this visa company is not an agent. Are you getting me? With Polish establishments, and they will process your documents, legalize us to work, and you'll be directly hired in one of their companies in Poland. So this is not a middleman something, right? It's not a middleman. They basically provide the HR service. So the difference with this is that unlike other places that you go and you get to Poland and looking for a job, they employ you up front. Are you getting me? They employ you up front. So they hire you, then process your work permit. After they process your work permit, they apply for your visa, then you get into Poland and you begin to work immediately. In short, they pick you at the airport and you begin to work immediately. So you can apply for a Polish visa from any country in the world, regardless of gender and experience. And with their professional support, they have offices both in Dubai and Poland, and they have a massive team that will help you through the process. Next slide, please. Okay, why is Visa Expert? Why is it the right choice for you? One is that they're hiring from Poland. They're hiring for Poland. They deal with the Polish government as a Polish company, and you'll be hired by a Polish company. Legal employment. They offer you legal employment with equal wages to Polish nationals. Are you getting me? And you join with the same outcome, and you earn the same with Polish nationals for the kind of jobs you're going for. And also, they put a big pressure on communication with applicants. That means process, you always have feedback from day one. Once you start the application process, you have feedback from day one. Next slide, please. Now, this is the most important part of this slide. If you miss me here, you have missed everything we are talking about today. This is the most important part of this slide. The total cost for this process is about 7,000 AED. That's the Dubai currency. And if you convert that to Naira, depending on the prevailing exchange rate, it's about 2 million Naira, the prevailing exchange rate. Now, this is broken down into 4 different phases. The first phase, when you make your money, when you make your initial payment, from Nigeria, we are asking that this initial payment, it's about 800,000 Naira. In 7 days, you get your offer letter. In 7 days, you get your offer letter. That means you get a job in 7 days. After that, the next 1 to 3 months after you get your job offer, we work on your work permit. Now, the job offer is coming from the visa employment company, right? So it's a private organization. There's less bureaucracy. That's why it's 7 days. But the work permit is coming from the Polish government, such that anywhere you are, anywhere you go across the world, and they just put your details on the Polish system, they will see that you have a valid work permit. the work permit, the net of it, you can pay part of the money for the final stage from your
Ghana, please look for pens for me.
payment to get the job. If we apply for your visa and peradventure, after we apply for your visa, peradventure, you go to the visa office, you go to the visa office, peradventure, you go to the visa office and you are refused visa, we will reapply for you for free. Yes, I know the audio was breaking. It's caught. I'm back. I'm sure you're hearing me now. Please notice, if we apply for your visa and you go for your visa appointment at the visa office and you are rejected, which in most cases is very minimal, we will reapply for you for free. You are not going to pay at all. Now, to get this process done, we need a passport, your international passport with 1 year valid, 1 year validity. We need your updated CV. If you don't have a CV, you can let us know. We will prepare a CV for you at a fee. We need your 3-month salary bank statement. Now, for the bank statement, we don't want to.
Not writing now.
Are you hearing me? For your bank statement, we don't want to know how much is inside. We just want to know that there has been an inflow. Are you getting me? An outflow. We don't want to know how much is inside. Your salary certificate, that's your salary, your payslip. If you have it, please also give it to us, your payslip. If you don't have, let us know. NOC means no objection certificate. It doesn't apply to Nigerians, but some countries, they need it to know that your employer does not object to you leaving the current place of employment to another place of employment. That's what NOC means. Then police clearance certificate. You know what that means. Everybody that is traveling in Nigeria asks for a police clearance certificate. So that is normal. But these are the documents we require. Now, when you're going to the embassy, you will not add the work permit we have gotten for you and other documentations we would have given you from this process. And this process should take 30 to 60 days. 30 to 90 days, sorry. So once people kick off now, because I already have some people that are ready to pay and start off now. The first batch of people that start off now be in Poland latest December. People that start off now should be in Poland latest December. Some of them will even go earlier if they meet the 3 months criteria. Next slide, please. Now, these are the jobs. They are blue-collar jobs. Scroll up so all the jobs can enter the screen, please, Moranike. Just scroll up so all the jobs can enter the screen. Okay. No. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now, these are all the jobs. We have English teacher, recycling works. So you can see it on your screen. I don't have to call it out. Now, there's a minimum pay in Poland. That's 3,600 of their currency. Convert that to dollars, it's about $1,500. That's the minimum pay, apart from allowances and every other thing. And remember, you're not paying house rent, you're not transporting yourself to work. You're just saving up this money and paying taxes. And I think that tax is very affordable. And like I said, you are not stuck to these kind of jobs. You can start with these jobs, get to Poland, look for better jobs based on your current CV, and you can move because the work permit is tied to your name and not the company. Next slide, please. Okay, so by next year, Poland is about to increase their minimum wage to 4,320. Now it's 3,600. But by 2024, they are planning to increase to 4,320. And if you do the math, that's about $2,000. If you convert to Naira, that's about 1.4 million Naira every month by next year. Now, this is minus allowances and any other thing. Next slide. Okay, here, what they did was to compare the cost of living in Dubai to the cost of living in Poland. You can see it's far cheaper living in Dubai than living in Poland. So scroll down to the slide 24. All these other slides are comparison. It shows you that it's cheaper to live in Dubai and it's cheaper to live in Poland, sorry, than in Dubai. Okay, so why do you choose Visa Experts? They have full visa services licensed in Dubai. They have companies operating in and registered in Poland. They are a honest employer. They sign agreements and contracts to make you feel safe so you get your salary on time. And they are real success stories. There are videos of people that have really gone through the process and are currently in Poland working. Last slide. All right. Okay, thank you. Take it to the next slide before this one. 24. Okay, so basically, I think we are done. So do you have questions? No, Morike, go to 24. Morike, go to 24. Yeah, thank you. Do you have questions? If you have questions, please unmute your mic and ask your questions.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Ayo Tomiwa that was giving us ginger.
Yes, my name is Ayo
Sorry,
Tomiwa.
before they begin to ask questions, I come in and say a thing or two first before they start asking questions.
Okay, Doris, you can go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to apologize for the hitches, the technical hitches we had earlier. My name is Doris Egberam, and I work for Visa Expert here in the UAE. We have coordinated, or we will continue to coordinate these trainings or these sessions to educate people about the opportunities that are available in Poland. Because we think that it's a good opportunity for as many people who want to migrate and start a new life in Europe. A lot of us already know that migration is not a new thing, it's not a new activity. There's been a lot of trend about people moving to Canada, the government of Canada or the government of the UK opening their borders to immigrant workers in various sectors. Most countries are beginning to do that as a way of wanting to expand or develop their economy, and Poland has decided to do the same. So we as Visa Expert, we are one of the consultants of the government of Poland, helping to recruit workers from all over the world, from Asia, from Africa, from as many countries who feel that they can leverage on this opportunity to start a new life in Europe. So we thought that we can extend this opportunity not only here in Dubai, where we have a branch office, because I mean, this is a Polish company, 100% Polish company who is helping to recruit people to go to Poland, but we have a branch office in Dubai. We don't have other offices yet in other countries aside from the UAE and Polish at the moment, but there is plans to do that. So we're interacting with individuals, consultants, agents, or people who would be willing to help us to achieve the numbers that the government of Poland is looking. But at the moment, blue-collar jobs are the main opportunities that are available. But the advantage here, because I'm not actually doing the presentation, or because I will not have enough time to go through all that is needed. One of the advantages I like to present before my African brothers and sisters is the fact that whether you like it or not, Europe is one of the developed continents of the world, and many people are finding Europe an attractive destination to go start a new life or even have a better life. But most importantly, the visa that is presented for this program is not just a Poland visa, it's a Schengen visa, for some of you who already know. So what it means is that the Schengen visa allows you access to 27 countries in Europe, except of course for Britain. Other than Britain, England, all the countries in Europe, when you get the Schengen visa, you can access them. There are no borders in Europe. So if you have a Schengen visa, you can go to Austria, you can go to Netherlands, you can go to Germany, you can go to, I mean, you can check those countries that are tied around or that are within the same area to see where you can go. And the advantage that I'm trying to point out here is that if you get into Poland and you get any of these jobs or you use this program to get into Poland, if after a period of time, you think you want something bigger, something better, you want to see another country, it will be easier for you to cross over. One other important thing I like to point out also is the fact that the program is very affordable. I have interacted with my friends who have moved to Canada, who have moved to the UK. I know how much many of them said it cost them to process an employment visa. It is not cheap. So we have decided to present this opportunity to you to be as affordable as possible so that for those guys who may not be able to afford the Canada and the UK, they can look at this opportunity, you know, for a start. For emphasis again, the opportunities that are available are for blue collar jobs. I also am aware that even the people whose experience, qualification is gone beyond the blue collar segment of work, they can still utilize this opportunity to cross to go. And then when they get there, they can begin to now look out for better opportunities that befit their experiences and their qualifications. So I needed to just address those few points. I am not currently at home, so I'm not able to even touch as much as possible, but I think that this may just help get clarification. So we're here to provide you full support. I thought to work with Belema because Belema is an old friend of mine, old friend and colleague of mine for many years. And he has capacity in this area. Whenever he finds opportunity that will benefit the people around his network, he tries to always bring them, you know, before you. So I work with Visa Expert as a staff, as an employee, and I'll be on hand to provide 24-hour support to the team that Belema would bring into this program. So at this point now, I would want to let you go ahead and ask questions. And again, once again, I want to apologize that my boss, well, you know, these European people, these Oyibo people, when you say it's 8 o'clock, they expect that you are already 8 o'clock. So when you delay a little bit, they have other schedule, other programs. He also apologized that he's unable to spare more time, but that if we arrange this again subsequently, and in fact, the idea is not to have a one-time session. So for some of you who are here, who may still want to hear from our principal,
I did the line.
We can still organize another session sometime during the week. And like I also mentioned, these sessions will continue to happen from time to time so that people can really get educated and acquainted with everything that they need to know before we make progress. So thank you once again, and apologies for the earlier technical hitches that we have. Thank you so much.
Doris,
you can go ahead and put the questions now. Yes.
There's a question for you. Can I move with my family as an ex-soldier? If yes, how much is the cost? He wants to move with his family. Is it possible immediately?
Okay, so this question has been coming up for a while now, and many people have been asking about family visa. I think that what would happen is we would need to look at the peculiarity of how unique the family is. What age are the children? What is the skill of the wife? What is the skill of the man? What can we find for them to begin to do within our current program? If we can find something that they can do and they are also comfortable with what exactly we have found for them within the program, I think it shouldn't be a problem. But if, again, we're not able to get all of them like a family visa in the beginning, one parent can go or two parents can go. And as soon as they are stable, they've seen that they like the life there, they can as well file for their children, invite them on whatever, it can be on a visit visa. And then when they get there, they can now file to have like a residency, you know, so to speak. So there's always a way out around that. But I think we're trying to get specific answers to that particular inquiry. And I'm hopeful that in this week, we should be able to answer that clearly.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, somebody asked also, does the fee cover air ticket? Sorry, it doesn't cover air tickets. You have to pay your air ticket yourself. It just covers, if you follow the presentation, you will see what exactly the fee covers, your job offer, your work permit, your visa application, and if you're rejected, we'll reapply for you again free. Okay, it's time to take questions now. Please, somebody was asking a question before. If I can answer your question, I will answer. If not, Doris will help answer the question. So the floor is open for questions. Please, can the questions start coming in?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Ayotomiwa, and I'm speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. I have my pen and my pad there, and I think I've written some things down. Can you hear me clearly, sir?
Clearly.
Please, the current speaker may have to speak up, please. We can't hear you.
Okay, I am speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. And during the presentation, I had with me my pen and my pad. So I have written some things down as a question that I would like to get clarified about. Thank you very much. The presentation was well taken, and I got it right. Good. My first question is, you made mention about some money, but during the course of that, the network was breaking, so we could not get it very clearly. I could actually sum up a sum of 7,000 dirhams here, if I'm correct, right? And the first payment is 2,000. Second one, the third 3,000, and the last 1,000. Now, this is my question in this phase. The first payment, what is the time frame between the first payment and the second payment?
Okay, it's there and it's stated on the slide. The first payment comes for you to get your job offer. Once you get your job offer in 7 days, listen, once you get your job offer in 7 days, we move to the phase 2, which is a work permit. Then you have to pay for the second phase.
Okay, that's very good. I think I get the question clear. Not to waste much of our time. What if one doesn't have the 7,000 on ground as we speak, and maybe it is the next step to pay for a particular program or phase or something? Like maybe I've paid 2,000, I've paid 1,000, so I'm to pay 3,000, and the 3,000 is not available. What's likely to happen?
The process will pause now. What else will happen? The process will be paused because we need money for the process to continue. So the process will just pause. So you're basically just delaying yourself. And if you notice in my post, it's a non-refund policy. Are you getting me? So when you're starting off the process, be sure that you're going to get the funds to continue, because we have a no refund policy. It's clearly stated in the one. If you're coming from my WhatsApp group, you'll see where I clearly stated it there. There's a non-refund policy, right? But like I said, at the last phase, part of what your payment will be at the last phase will be from your first job salary in Poland. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, you pay. Phase 4, you pay part of it. Then the remaining part you pay from your first salary in Poland. But if you don't have the money to continue, then the ball is in your court.
Okay, thank you. And you know, as Madam said,
can I make a comment there before you go on with your last thought?
Okay.
Belema, there's something I want us to do with regards to payments for our Nigerian applicants, and also in order to reduce any sort of drama that will come up with this payment issue. The standard from our office indicates that this payment can be in 4 installments. And the essence for this strategy is to make it as affordable as possible for people who are salary earners or people who don't have enough savings prior. But one of the recommendations I make for my Nigerian clients is that I would recommend that this payment be split into 2. In fact, that was how it was in the early days. It was a 2 split payment, because here's what happens when we receive your first payment. The first payment just opens a file for you and gives you the offer letter, like an employment letter from the company that you're going to work with. The reason why the employment letter comes in so quickly is because, like we have told you,